Hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm delighted to talk to you today on three mistakes that people make typically in an interview and how you can avoid them. Now, if you're somebody who's attracting a lot of calls but struggle converting them as much as you want, well, you may be making one of the following three mistakes. The first mistake that people tend to make comes with respect to their mindset. Here's a question. When you walk into an interview, do you walk in wanting to impress the interviewer? Well, when we do that, and many of us want that, we want to wow the interviewers, we truly want to kind of stand out. But when what happens is you're putting unrealistic expectations on yourself. Because guess what? You don't have one interviewer to impress, there's five or probably six of them. This again cuts across some of them, maybe your peers, some of them may be reporting into you, and some of them you may be reporting into. And when that happens, there's going to be some anxiety, there's going to be some tension, and psychologically there can be some voices that shows up and that can limit the overall leadership presence with which you walk into an interview. So instead of focusing on impressing the interviewer, the key is to first recognize that, take a deep breath, let that thought go, and focus on expressing yourself. When you can truly come from a space of expressing your gifts, expressing your experiences, expressing your expertise, expressing your journey, it's a different energy. And what's more, it's going to help you truly connect with the interviewer, and you're also going to be a lot more relaxed and just start expressing yourself and having fun with the overall experience. And that's what you want when it comes to an interview, is you want to take the pressure off yourself. So mistake number one, let go of wanting to impress the interviewer and instead focus on expressing yourself. Mistake number two, and this is a common mistake that most candidates make, which is they walk through every single aspect of their experience. They tend to get into way too much details. Now, the key is really to focus on calibrating your responses to the audience. If you communicate the same way to a manager vis-a-vis a senior director, it's not going to work. You need to be able to calibrate your answers based on who you're talking to. And one of the things that can often come in the way is when you go into the details, you risk losing the interviewer. And here's a very simple example. uh, let's say the most common question that people ask, tell me about yourself. And some of us can tend to get into details of, okay, here's where I worked. Before this, I worked here. And before that, I was working here. Nobody is wanting to know, because that's the job of a resume. Your resume is going to do that work. What you want is to summarize that, to elevate your answers, to communicate more in less. And this is a skill that is required because today, even if you're attending an interview, you're probably not the first person the interviewer is attending, probably more like second, third, fourth, whatever that is. So elevating your answer, communicating more in less is a powerful skill. Brevity is a powerful skill, and structure can help you bring in more brevity. So let go of the details, let go of over communicating your answers. And this goes in a sense hand in hand with the mindset. When again you just come from a space of, hey, I'm here, I'm just sharing my answer, and I'm going to do take a route of sharing the high level view, but still getting enough. That's going to be a great way to get your point across. And here's the third mistake. The third mistake is, in a sense, kind of counterintuitive to the second one, which is, even though you want to communicate more and less, you want to address the nuances of your overall experiences. Here's what happens: a lot of people go in and they say all the right things, they say all the right answers, they have structure, but they fail at connecting to the interviewer. Here's an example. uh, I was talking to a client the other day and I was coaching him through an interview process, and one of the things he said was, look, I'm really passionate about helping people in underrepresented communities get into a corporate role. Fantastic, right? That's his hobby. He's sharing that aspect of who he is. Great. But here's what will make it even more powerful: a story. I'm passionate about helping individuals from underrepresented communities land their first corporate gig because I went through the same myself. I know the challenge, I relate to it, and it gives me immense satisfaction when I can help somebody uh, get that. Now, suddenly, you have revealed more of your personality, more of your journey. There's going to be more relatability. Maybe the person you're talking to, your interviewer, is also, has gone through a similar experience, but it's going to immediately make you more relatable. And that is a skill that interviewees, candidates need to build. That at the end of the day, you want to communicate more and less, but at the same time you want to reveal more of your personality, your unique journey, like what makes you you, because that's what is going to create that connection. And that's what I want for all of you. Focus on embracing the right mindset, have the right structure so that you can communicate more and less, and at the same time express and reveal your personality with great storytelling. And when you do that, you are going to ace your interview. And if this intrigues you, I would love to invite you to a workshop that I'm doing on Friday at 4 p.m. EST. This is over Zoom, and I'll be sharing the registration link in the comments. If this intrigues you, I would love to see you in the workshop. We're going to focus on applying these three things: mindset, structure, and storytelling, even as we walk through some commonly asked interview questions and how you can answer that. So if that intrigues you, I'll see you at my workshop.